What's up, traders? Crazy market this morning, but we did end up going 4 for 4, so let's get to it. All right, traders, real quick before the live trades, if you do like this content that I'm putting out, I do it for free. So all I really ask in return is for you to hit that like button, as well as if you do have any comments, leave those down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, hit the little notification bell so you know when I post a new video or go live on Friday nights. And with all that said, here's the live trades. And look at these scanners. I don't know where to start. I'll start here with CZR. Look at these moves. Go ahead and start this. All right, there we go. Got 71.75. CZR. Look at the FOMO coming into these things. Up there around 74 now. At 74. Guess we're a little bit early on this one. It's okay. We sized correctly here. Put the take profit out just in case. These scanners are absolutely nuts. What is going on? Coming back down here on CZR. Take profit 69.75, almost there. Oh, it looked like we were on the bid there for a second. Come on, one more little push. Back up through 70, of course. That was frustrating. Looked like it came right down to our order. I don't know if anything printed there, but this thing is whippy. It was up at almost 75 about 30 seconds ago. Oh, it's trying. Oh, and there we go. Okay, got our fill there on CZR. All right, let's check out WBT. Seems to be the highest number on those scanners right now. There's so many to choose from. This is kind of ridiculous. I feel like I am not fast enough for all of this. Looking at WBT here through 9. There it goes. Ask is up. See if we can get the bid to come up. There we go. Nice little extra FOMO here. All right, we're going to get started here. 912 is what we got. Felt a little like it was jiggling there a little bit. Let's check out HA as well. And okay. I'd have to move here would be that. It's right at 20. It's a pretty key number. See what it does here. See if it wants to get through. It only got the 1999. Some crazy extensions right now. It's really struggling here. Volume kind of died off a little bit. We're going to start this. Ended up getting 92 on the bid there. And put the take profit out there as well. WBT decided to keep going. CNK, this one's a little jumpy. Wanted it through 15. WBT coming down here. Take profit at 887. If we can get this 9 break, I got a feeling that we might get right to it. There we go. We're through 894. Sitting at 887. A little push down. There we go. 86 is on the bid. No prints down there yet though. It's coming. Okay, there we go. Got our fill, even though I never saw it on the last, but okay. HA is starting to run. We were definitely early on this one. Taking a look here at the daily. Draw a line, man. Look at that key area right here. 22.35. Pretty much is trying to bounce right off of it. See what it does here. Might actually just look to get our add here. Oh yeah. We're going to add there. Going to bring our average up to 20.93. We'll put the stop at high of day. Well, actually, we're going to put that above 50. If I can get it there. There we go. That's basically just looking for that to be the top, that right off the daily. We'll put the take profit out there, but to be completely honest, I'm not feeling this trade. We were way early on this one, and then it made a whole nother leg. So we'll probably just be looking to get out of this one fairly break even. Averages at 93, so yeah, we're just gonna put it at break even because that's about half that move after it consolidated a little bit. We can just get this 21 break. Obviously, I had moved my take profit down just a little bit. VWAP is kind of right there. More so thinking that if we get through 21, we're going to get a pretty decent snap, and we can actually get a little bit more than that break even. Just a little bit more, not looking to be greedy here. There we go, we're through. 86, 81, and there we go. Okay, so we got our fill. So pretty much a break even trade, but just enough to make us happy. HA, get it? Happy. Tesla right off the scanner. As always, Tesla is a beast. Looking for this 450 area to hold. Gonna get started. 448.75. It felt like it was jiggling there. Was really looking for it to bust up there to 450 and try to use that as resistance. I mean, look at this move. From 432 all the way up here to 450. Just looking for this little pullback towards that highs from pre-market. We're actually above it, which is a good thing. Can Tesla just squeeze through 450? It sure can, but that's why we're being pretty cautious with the share size here. So we are looking for a decent pullback here. VWAP all the way down there at 440. We're just looking for those pre-market highs to be retested at 446.75 is our take profit. That would put us over Q for the day. I'd be pretty happy with that. Excuse me. There we go. We're coming down. This thing can move in points, so that's what we're looking for. We're just looking for this 447 to break. Nice. We're down to it. Not quite. If we can get 447 to break, pretty confident we'll get our fill. There we go. We're trying it again. Nice. Just got the fill just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice trade there on Tesla. All right, traders, that was my 4 trades. Going to start on CZR. We're going to roll through these. I guess the presidential race being over really finally brought some FOMO back into the market here this morning, so it really felt good. It was almost overwhelming. There was so many options to choose from right off the scanners that I was just dumbfounded on which ones to choose, and I haven't done it in weeks, so it was hard for me to kind of go back and forth. You didn't really see me in 2 trades at the same time because I was a little baffled at how everything was moving. So it was a good thing. I'm glad it's back. It just took kind of some processing on my end to really kind of figure out what was going on. So CZR, this actually ended up hitting a top all the way up here around 75, but we pretty much got in. As you can see, the pre-market highs were around here. And this thing just ended up giving us what we wanted, right? That's the beauty of my strategies. You're going to see on Tesla, it's a completely different story. But in hindsight, you can say, oh man, look at how much more we could have made. And in the future, when we have the share size to do it, and I know that sounds bad because I always preach that you should be trading the exact same way with smaller share size as bigger share size. But when it comes to actually scaling out of the position at your take profit points, it really does become like a commissions type issue. So it's really hard to do that on the smaller scale. So when I scale up even to the next level, it'll make a lot more sense to scale out. Like I would take 75% here and let the last 25% ride. But for the way that we're trading right now, if it goes back up the high of day, stops us out, or even just our break even, that's a whole extra commission that we're being charged. And with the smaller win there at that point, it doesn't really make up for itself. And then you start fighting fees and commissions, and we don't want to do that, but it's the sad reality that you are when you are trading smaller size. So there's 2 ways around that real quick. You could either just paper trade and you don't have to worry about the fees and commissions, or you can do what I do and just hit your take profit, be happy with it, and move on, and just know that in the future you're going to be aiming for that same spot. But instead, you can start to scale out and try to make a little bit more money, right? Need money to make money kind of thing. So anyways, trade there on CZR ended up working out. And then we ended up in WBT. This kind of did the exact same thing. Big run, pre-market highs were down here. Big run out of the open, got through 9. Felt like it was jiggling. I was wrong. It decided to go up towards 950. Topped out, did not get through 950. It was actually looking to add if it did. It came back down, gave us our take profit, and it ended up, working a little bit more. So again, almost the same trade as CZR. Then we ended up in HA. This one was a little bit odd. It kind of slowed down after we got into it, but the FOMO was still there. But we started this one early. It felt like it was topping here at 20, but as you can see, it actually went a little bit above 20 and consolidated right in this range here. So that was not good for us. I kind of felt like I was in a bad trade at that point, especially when it decided to take off afterwards. But then I pulled up the daily, and as you scroll out a little bit, you'll see that there was a pretty obvious level sitting there at 22.35. Had I had seen this before I started the trade on HA, I probably would have waited to get my first entry around that area versus where I did, but I didn't. Everything was going crazy this morning, and we just happened to get in when we did. But ended up getting an ad there, came down. Our average was at 20.91. I think it was either 20.91 or 93. And I realized that it tried to bounce off 21, and it actually tried twice to bounce off 21. So I figured if it did fail, we were going to get a little bit bigger of a break than the 90s. I figured we'd get down into the 80s or 70s. And as you can see, it actually went all the way down on that same candle to 1934. So definitely some more money could have been made there if I kind of believed in the trade, but I really didn't like the trade. And what did we learn from Friday? If we're in a bad trade, we feel we're in a bad trade, don't be afraid to get out break even. That's exactly what I did. I ended up even getting a little bit out of it, just reading that if we did get that break of 21, we were probably going to get a decent little push down. And I was right. I underestimated the push down that we could have got. But again, I'm going to be completely fine with this trade because we ended up getting a good ad and we ended up getting out of the trade unscathed and actually ended up green on it. And then our last trade was actually on Tesla. Finally got a decent trade on Tesla. And this was to show you that it's not always going to work out that way. Like CZR and WBT, where it just continues down. We ended up basically top ticking this in the moment. We were just using the pre-market highs here, and we got a decent little push all the way from the bottom, pretty much squeezed all the way up through those pre-market highs and made us a nice little top there. Felt the jiggle. I knew we were nearing that 450 area as well. And that was all we did. We hit it when we felt the jiggle. We put our take profit out, which happened to be right above those pre-market highs, which was perfect. It bounced off of there and ended up going higher. So if we had leftovers there, they would have got stopped out. And that's the beauty of this. Obviously, if we would have somehow held through all of that, it went lower. But hey, that's hindsight trading. Everyone loves to do that. That's not what we're here about here. We trade in the moment. We take what the market gives us in the moment and we move on. There's always going to be other trades. The scanner delivered like 50 to 100 alerts this morning. It was ridiculous. There was so many. There was, I think, what was it? CNK was one of them that we missed. We were actually getting ready to trade this one, but I think we were either in WBT or I don't remember why we didn't trade this. But as you can see, this one would have worked beautifully. You had the cruise lines, pretty much all of them. CCL, I remember I had this one up on another chart, but it was just grinding. I didn't like it. AAL, these kind of went in the pre-market, but then died off at the open. There was just so many opportunities this morning. It was nice to just see the volatility in the markets. I always try to stray away from using that word because it's the name of the channel, but that was the reason I chose that name for the channel in the first place, is because that's what we look for, is volatility. So that's all I have. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Hopefully this week continues. Hopefully we keep getting some of these FOMO type moves, because that's exactly what we're looking for, right? We're capitalizing on other people's emotions, and that's how we look to make money here in the market. So any questions or comments, leave those down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.